Hello and welcome to the Digital Women Awards. Back in 2015, SheThePeople started this journey of looking at how women were changing the Indian economy and the fabric of its business world. How a small businesses becoming the big opportunity, and just the way women took to that idea was phenomenal. 7 years down, it's been a very rewarding journey, one where we have recognized thousands of women who are creating little and big businesses using the internet and the power of technology as an enabler. It has been one journey where we have tried to reduce the gap in big and small ways of how women access media coverage, spotlight, new ideas, mentors, have access to markets, linkages across the country by ensuring that not only do we look at how women go back with these wonderful awards, but get much more than that. How do they go back with networks and connections that help them thrive, build the business from point A to point B, and in a way get much more access to mentorship and technology support. As a result, in the last 7 years, we've had the chance to partner with government bodies, initiatives that are working at both the rural as well as urban entrepreneurship level, large corporations, tech companies, the banking sector, because today the most important piece that we've established is that the women's economy has to be looked at as a very strong, separate opportunity. Just what are we doing about it has been the big focus for us. Just looking at what the World Economic Forum has said about breaking the gender gap, it's going to take 289 years before men and women get paid the same. Which is perhaps why women feel it's not time to just sit back and wait for that time to come. It's time to take things in our own hand, make entrepreneurship into a mega revolution. Through the Digital Women Awards 7th edition, we are going to bring you many elements, many important conversations. Perhaps the biggest initiative for women entrepreneurship across Asia, and most definitively, the most definitive, consistent, committed effort here in India. Which is why today's and the next 3 days sessions will have everyone from the leaders in the government to young women in both urban and rural India who are making an effort to see how they can stand up for themselves, build small and big businesses, and have a source of income that has truly got hindered in the wake of the pandemic. Let's talk about the pandemic a little bit. The pandemic brought with it many levels of rethinking, big blows, but also small opportunities. The thought that one could build on the digital side instead of having physical spaces was one such opportunity. During the pandemic, many women-led businesses pivoted. They made a big shift, thinking that an online business is perhaps where the costs will be lower, the efficiencies will kick in, technology will improve with widespread reach. It was not easy. Things have been really at the lowest for many who've lost jobs. But again, women came back saying, can we become job creators instead of job seekers? We're going to put the spotlight on many special guests through today. Rajiv Chandrasekhar, who's the Minister of State for Entrepreneurship and Skill Development, as well as METI, is going to be talking about women across India, particularly in regions where we have less and less access to resources so far. How are they breaking barriers and coming across, and what the government can do to help women? Smriti Rani, the Minister for Women and Child Development, is joining us as well on the Digital Women Awards to talk about how we can encourage Nari se Kharidari. I'm a personal fan of that phrase, and I really feel that there is a lot one can do by supporting women-led businesses by buying from women. We'll also have an array of many specialists, experts from the corporate sector, not to forget one of our key champions, Rajiv Anand of Axis Bank, who is the Deputy Managing Director of the bank, talking about the fintech opportunity and the female factor. We'll have from Stanford University blockchain expert Kavita Gupta, from Pinbox Solution Parul Seth Khanna. We'll of course have many entrepreneurs who will talk about how they build their businesses and got to this point and how do they go to the next big level. So stay with us as we take you through a very exciting 3 days. But first, a look back at our very rewarding and meaningful journey.
The internet gives them confidence and becomes a key source of information that they need and helps empower them.
Technology, ideas, and a woman out there with, the guts and gumption to say, I'm going to do something with my life. I think that's a winning combination.
Sisterhood is the most important, right? Because nobody understands it better than another woman.
And the rest of them go, wow, how did you make this? Everybody should just dare to dream and dare to dream big, because it is just so possible. It has not been easy, but it has been fun.
पहले के 3 साल जो थे हमारे, उसमें हमने बस अपना ब्रांड बनाना, अपना इमेज बनाने का काम किया.
I wasn't so good at numbers and I wasn't so good at, looking at the business plan, and so I let that slide. You realize that becomes a problem, when we went out to the market to raise money, and I had to completely change as a person.
What we really need is to connect the providers of these initiatives with the beneficiaries.
It is a process that takes some time to get there.
Women believe, women achieve, empower, enable, and educate. That's it.
A world full of love is what I would like to create.
So watch this space for a lot of important efforts that we are going to continue to bring to the Digital Women Awards for women across India. As we expand, we are also talking to many countries across the world, where we're going to start off an India and the country partnership as far as young women CEOs are concerned. There's a great deal of effort being put in Sisterhood Circles, a show that I started about 12 months ago to bring out voices of women across genres as to how they are making this sisterhood become the support system that they never had. We're going to be talking about all of these in the next few days, but most importantly, I'd like to thank all our viewers, the women out there who are making it happen every day through their successes and struggles in a way that perhaps very few of us really get able to pull through. But with every woman who looks out there to build a big business, she's actually firing up and inspiring so many more others. As they say, there is nothing greater than the will of a determined woman. I'm a true believer of that, which is why I feel that today, as She the People grows from its 4 million a year reach to perhaps 8 to 1 billion a reach over the next many months. For us, your support is going to be very important in building this and having a very wonderful, empathetic, friendly community so that we all can build this initiative together. Thanks so much. Stay with us through today as Digital Women Awards comes through with important sessions, day 1, day 2, day 3, and always tell us what you feel. So stay tuned for this 2021 edition of the Digital Women Awards focused